Hello students, this is Mrs. Gress. I'm going to be showing you which pages in your Social Studies composition book you're going to be completing this week. So in your composition book, you already have a page about the world, which you should have already completed using this study guide to help you find the right answers. Because you have the answers right here, I'm not going to be going over this page with you to grade it. You're just going to show me at the end of this assignment that you have it completed. The inside of this fold-up is what we're going to be doing this week. The first one, Regions of the United States, has a map of the United States and a legend with the different regions. You're going to be coloring the Northeast, Southeast, Southwest, Midwest, and West regions of the United States on this map to match the colors you choose in the key. So you're going to be putting 5 colors in these boxes, and then you're going to be coloring the states to match. You are going to find this information in your Social Studies book on page I-20, which is in the introduction. And you will see that in this map of the United States that they're already divided into regions. I would recommend that you use the same color system on your map just to make it easier. So you'll color the Western region purple, the Midwest yellow, the Northeast pink, the Southeast orange, and the Southwest green. Remember to include Alaska and Hawaii, which both count as part of the Western region of the United States. So the colors and the states can be found on page I-20 in your Social Studies book. And then you're going to be writing some notes at the bottom of this page, which I'll show you in just a minute. The other page that you're going to be doing is this page on the Midwest region. It says, use colored pencils to shade each state in the Midwest region according to the list below. And label each state with its 2-letter postal code. That means, what are the 2 letters that you use in the address when you're mailing something to that state? For instance, Ohio is OH. And the postal codes are shown right here, beside the name of the state. Then label the 4 Great Lakes that touch the Midwest and shade them blue. And the 4 Great Lakes are right here. There are actually 5 Great Lakes, but only 4 of them touch the Midwest region of the United States. So in your textbook, back at the back, there's a reference section, and it's on page R10 for reference, and R11. You see another map of the United States. It's very similar to the one we just looked at. This one's just a little bit larger so that you can see the names on the states a little bit more easily. This also has the names of the lakes labeled in it. So you can use this to help you find these states and know what color to color them by looking up at the top and what postal code to write on them. So for Ohio, you're going to color this state red. Don't color it real dark red because you need to use your pencil or a black colored pencil and write OH on the state of Ohio after you've colored it red. Some of these Great Lakes are a little bit small, so you may need to write the name of the lake out to the side and then draw an arrow pointing to the lake. That's fine. Also, don't forget that Michigan is 2 pieces. This piece that looks like a mitten is one part of Michigan, and then on the other side of Lake Michigan is this piece right here. This is also part of Michigan. So when you're coloring on this map, Michigan is going to get colored dark green. So you're going to color this mitten shape dark green and this piece above Wisconsin also gets colored dark green. You may use the next page as well to help you with this, and the next page reminds you what the postal codes are for all of these different states. And it shows you a little bit more clearly the two parts of Michigan and the Blue Lakes around them. This is called the Upper Peninsula and the Lower Peninsula of Michigan. And a peninsula is a piece of land that sticks out into water and is nearly surrounded by water, as both parts of Michigan are. So this page in your composition book, you're going to be using pages R11 and R12 in the back of your social studies book in the reference section. Now let's go back to the page before for just a minute. Regions of the United States. Down at the bottom, you are going to put some notes. The first thing that you're going to be putting on this page is you're going to be writing right here, inset maps. These two little maps right here are called inset maps because they have been taken from their actual locations and moved in closer to the map of the United States. So Alaska is actually located, if we move the United States way down here, way up here. Alaska would be way up here, but we would have to make our map way too big to show it in its actual location. So we cut out Alaska and we move it down here. This is actually a little bit smaller than Alaska is actually also. Hawaii, in this little small box, would actually be located way out here in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So to make it easier to represent on our map, they cut out that little section with Hawaii and they move it in here next to the bigger map of the United States. So these two are called inset maps, I-N-S-E-T maps, and you can label that right there. This is the compass rose, and you can label compass rose beside this, C-O-M-P-A-S-S-R-O-S-E for compass rose. Now, here's what I'd like you to write on the notes at the bottom. I would like you to find out what country is north of North America and write the name of the country is north of North America. Then I'd like you to find the country that is south of South America and write the name of the country is south of South America. And then I'd like you to put how many states and how many regions there are in the United States, and Ohio is in, and tell me which region it's in. You can pause this video or go back and watch this last section again so that you can be reminded of what those things are that you're supposed to write in your notes for this section. When you're all done with both of these pages, then I would like you to make a video by clicking Submit Assignment, and then I'd like you to show me these 3 pages. Show me this page and hold it up there for a few seconds so that I can see that you have all the answers written neatly, spelled correctly, and in the right order. And then I'd like you to open up the fold up and show me your regions and your coloring, and then your notes, and then I'd like you to show me your Midwest region. Each of these should be shaded in with colored pencil, and then 2 letters written on each state, like SD for South Dakota, to show me which state it is. Then you should have 4 names of rivers over here, or 4 names of lakes, and you can draw an arrow to point that name to the correct Great Lake.